So I'm here at one of my all-time favorite thrift stores. I actually used to work here about 6 years ago or so. I didn't work here, I volunteered here. I was volunteering about 20 hours a week. I was already living that thrift life, so I really just wanted to get in, get my hands dirty, and see like how the inner workings and operations of thrift stores. And this is a relatively small one. In a small suburb of Atlanta, and just seeing how much stuff comes through the door, how much stuff has to be processed. You know, I'm sure every store has their own process. A lot of stuff does end up getting thrown out or redonated to other stores or other groups or charity groups. And it just made me think of like Goodwills and Savers and Salvation Armies, these enormous chain thrift stores, and how much stuff that they just get through. Which, by the way, there's a book which I just finished, and it's really enlightening about just how the world treats its secondhand goods. Different cultures and countries treat secondhand goods, and how wasteful we really are as a basically as a species, which we all know that. But anyway, this is just a one-off store. You know, a lot of these mom and pop shops, they have, I guess, I don't know if it's an advantage or disadvantage, but they're a little more selective than like a typical Goodwill or Salvation Army with what goes on the shelves. They have limited space, and they you know, they're not a huge chain. They have bills to pay and the lights to keep on and employees to pay, so they have to have a little bit higher quality stuff in order to get the, you know, the prices that they need. So they don't put a lot of junk out, and it's actually really nice stuff. That said, they also do a lot of great charity work here. Donated over $1 million to charities around the world. They also work with a lot of rescue groups with pets. I'm gonna hop in here. I actually haven't been here since my last day. I used to get a lot of stuff here, but they also didn't used to do online selling, eBay. I tried to convince them to get into eBay back in the day, but they didn't really have the capacity, not the employee or manpower, and not the space to really keep stuff around. It's kind of like it gets so much stuff in, you just got to get it out. They can't really set it on you know, shelves in the back and wait till it sells on eBay. So fast forward to now, they do have an online eBay presence. So some of the stuff that I used to buy, I'm sure they're selling it online now. So I don't know what to expect going in here, but let's go. Wait, what was that? Oh, no? I thought you said something, sorry. And thanks to the modern magic of YouTube and modern technology, the setting has obviously changed. I'm home from the thrift store. So I just wanted to do the follow-up for the stuff that I found. I spent a little over 19 bucks. I'll just kind of hop into stuff, and the prices are not fresh in my head. I ended up getting this HP 60 ink. It's normally has a black and a tricolor. So it's actually only one cartridge that remains, and it's the tricolor one. I figured it was $1.99 for $2. So that was a good score. And then I found these two Machi Koro games. They were unplayed in the box, and individually they're not worth that much on eBay, but together, packaging them up, then it becomes worth it. Got Wits and Wagers. This is currently going on Amazon. Believe it or not, this was really high, like in the $40 to $50. And this is used, mind you. But I bought it for $3, so I definitely picked that up. Disc Manager, and I'm only going to make about $3 or $4 on this, but they had a really good sales rank, so I'm going to send it into Amazon. I don't do that much anymore. 98% of my business, at least, is on eBay. This little book for myself was on sale for 50 cents. Unexplained Natural Phenomena, True Life Encounters. This is about, you know, aliens, Bigfoot, ghosts, Loch Ness Monster. This is how I spend the majority of my day when I'm thinking to myself and talking to myself. It's about ghosts and goblins and such. Generally, I really love the mom and pop, the small town thrift stores more than the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies and the huge chains. They all offer great deals. You can find great deals at all of them. But the mom and pops, they tend to be less picked over. You know, the big Goodwills and Salvation Army, there's a lot of resellers that go to
Plus, there's just a lot more non-resellers that go there. So there's as much merchandise as they have. It's a lot more picked over traditionally than some of the smaller stores. And they also offer good prices. Over the past 5 years, especially, and over the past 10 to 12 that I've been doing this, prices at Goodwills and the larger thrift stores have certainly gone like way up. But a lot of the mom and pop shops, their prices still stay pretty low, almost as cheap as garage sale prices. But finding this for like $3 versus at Goodwill, it might be marked up to $5, $6, $7, $8, something like that. So I always prefer finding these little shops, especially as I travel across the U.S. and in the small towns and the smaller cities. They especially have a lot of unique little thrift stores with a lot of hidden treasures that a lot of people just haven't picked through, or a lot of resellers haven't been to and they haven't found. So I really love it. I got all that stuff for $19, and I imagine just this alone is going to cover the cost of everything. Plus, I'll still be about $10 in the black, so to speak, and everything else will be pure profit. That's how you make money as a reseller. It's not always on the big $100, $200, $500 sales. It's on these little sales where you're making $5, $10, $15. In some cases, $5 or less on these items. You're just doing it enough time and the consistency of doing so, and it really adds up to the point where you can make a living. You can make a really good living. You can become a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. You could go and end up living on Mars or even Uranus before Elon Musk ever gets a chance to do so. That's it for now. We'll see you.
And just a quick few seconds for me to say before ending this video that I want to say what a magical time it is to be alive. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but they are at the end of our fingertips. These phones we have in our hands just open up so many endless opportunities to make money. But anyway, going back to the point, look at this. I got something to FedEx in the late afternoon, and just about 48 hours later, it was delivered to the recipient all the way across the country. And I know it might not seem like a big deal, but this is almost like it was a personal carrier. I didn't pay anything extra. I didn't pay for 2-day shipping. This was just a regular old package. This particular one was sent via FedEx. So shout out to FedEx. It's pretty incredible to me that something made it there that fast without paying anything extra for it. It's just really incredible.